Oh, just catch my breath a minute. Okay, welcome to bexbugoutsurvivor, and today's episode is the surprise birthday unboxing or unwrapping of the Hammock Gear underquilt. This is all the way from America. It's a proper down underquilt, all the way from America. I wonder what my present could be. Well, the old place has changed since I was last here. I expected it to be slightly less dense. Last time we was here, all the leaves were off the trees. It was barren almost, you know, and so I didn't expect all this undergrowth. It's December, by the way, December the 6th, 2013, and December the 6th is a very important day. Put it in your diary. It's my birthday. So Mrs. Bex has treated me to a bit of hammock gear. I'm just going to look for somewhere round here to put that up. There's a dog up there. That must be a path or a track. It's not a dog, it's a stag. Oh dear, can you see it? It was a white stag. Lots of them round here. I want to follow him up, see if we can get a bit of a hang system going. Back in the tick. Here's where I saw the deer. It's gone up there. And it brings me out onto this old loggers track. They've had the tractors here, and it's very boggy. And it's going very, very steep there, so I'm going to avoid that way. Now, like I said, today is the 6th of December 2013, and here in North Wales we've had some horrific weather. Sea surges 1 metre high, higher than normal spring high tide, that is, and some of the coastline where I live has been absolutely battered. It really has. Went to yellow alert, and soon after that the water came in. Now I was quite lucky where I live, because I'm about a mile and a half back from the sea, but some people have had it a lot worse than me. Okay, I'll find somewhere to set up, and I'll take you through some elements of the weather today, what I'm wearing, and what the kit is. And yes, I'm wearing my bush rag, just a few bits of the fern tucked in my shoulder straps, just in case that deer comes back, but he's not going to, not with us talking like this. and this behind me, fresh Widowmaker. There's no rotten element to the bark there, or the inner core rather. It's sheared straight off that, and this was as tall as the tree behind it there, and as you can tell, that would give you one hell of a headache if that landed on your hammock. So I think up there towards the ridge line, but not on it, it shallows out a bit. Okay, that's the hammock up. And what do you know? It predicted an hour of rain, and here it is. So I've brought my fly with me to put over, and I forgot to put the tent pegs in. So I could whittle some tent pegs for the canopy, just using sticks on the ground that I can carve into a point. That'll do. But I haven't brought my knife. I may have something in my mess tin, I don't know. If it's not going to rain, we'll carry on. If it is, I'm going to have to adapt to this very quickly. It's getting a bit chilly as well. Ow. Everything's full of thorns. Should have taken this off earlier, sweated in it. It really is getting chilly now. We're somewhere around the low 5s, you know, 3-4 degrees Celsius. It's this is going to be a real test of the under blanket, if that's what it is. I've got. Okay, I've had to put my woolly jumper on, and I'm going to dive in my pack and get something out for you. Come with me. So I've got my trusty mess tins. I'll show you that in a separate episode. A little cup, cooker, something to eat. Like I said, I bought my fly, but I haven't bought my tent stakes. Schoolboy error, old chap. Schoolboy error. And this as well. Oh, what is it? So this is the birthday unwrapping of the Hammock Gear underquilt from the US. Wonder what it could be. Now, come on lads, come on. I don't like to overdo it, you know, just because it's my birthday. No. Let's have a look. Like I said, don't want to overdo it. Let's have a look. Wow. So this is it. The under blanket from a company called Hammock Gear in the US. It's a down under blanket. Now it seems very thin at the moment, but it will, I've been told, puff up to make quite a thick under blanket. As you can see, it covers the whole length of the hammock. I chose it that way when I ordered it. They do 3/4 length, full length, just enough to cover your backside, you know. And now I can use the draw toddles to cinch it up at the end, at each end. As far as I know, this is up. The under blanket is how perhaps it should be, unless some of you guys from the States know different. Quad bike on its way around. Okay, what I'm doing now is just opening up the section of the hammock where I can put the bug netting out straight, and it'll be tied off to a tree. Okay, taking my boots off. Very wet journey in. The whole woodland's wet. Now then, got the under blanket right around. Feels very now it's meant to loft up, because to me it seems a bit thin. But it's silky material, seems quite thin, but it does loft up. You've got to give it a half hour, 20 minutes or so. But you know, I think it's pretty good so far. I just want to test to see it's not hanging too loose. It could actually come a little tighter, this, so I'm going to adjust it on the ends now. Now what you need for the under blanket is to be sat on your butt. So here's the toddle to tighten it. I pull back on this toddle here and just pull the cord through. And there's one of them, I think, on each side. Found a little tear in my mosquito net that's going to need a bit of attention when I get home. I haven't put the canopy up, the tarp, because I'm not staying out and it's started to rain, so I'm going to pack everything down. I'll show you something I've done on the edges of each of the hammock ends now. Do you see? And what that allows me to do is to snug the under blanket around me a hell of a lot better. I've done the same on that side as well. Stands to reason. Hope you can see that. There's the S-beaner. Just clip it in like that. Here's the S-beaner. Clip it behind the knot. It's on. Now I'm going to keep the under blanket on the hammock at all times. So I'm not going to bother taking it on and off. The hammock is now co-joined full time with the under blanket. There's no need to keep separating them, putting them up separately. So what I've done, I brought with me my stuff sack from another sleeping bag, and hammock and under blanket is going into the stuff sack in one piece. Now, to be fair to the test of the warmth of this under blanket, what I'm doing is just dressing as basic as I can. It's fleece lined cargo trousers. I've got a jumper, wool, cotton t-shirt and a coat. That's it. Now I could layer up a lot better than this, and I could also you know, put my long johns on, and I know I guaranteed won't layering up the clothing as well as getting into this. But like I said, I wanted it to be a fair test. So here I have my my pod system, which is my Cocoon. You can see that on my channel as well. That's well worth having a look at. So get the old Cocoon sleeping bag out. I've had this made for me out of my old army sleeping bag. Get this in straight away. So there you go. This is my Cocoon System sleeping bag, made from British Army pattern 90 sleeping bag. I'm going to spin it over so the zip is on the bottom, and I should be able just to open it up now like a quilt. So what I've done there is put my pattern 90 sleeping bag on the inside, uses an over quilt. I'm going to pop my feet in the bottom end and get in. I have my over quilt, my under quilt round the hammock now, swaying quite gently. Winter hammocking is going to be a real issue here. I mean, this is good for -6 degrees Celsius, so it claims. I think it's going to need a hell of a lot more insulation, either with a foam pad or some other means of keeping the bottom section even warmer. If I wrap everything inside my sleeping bag, my Cocoon System, so the cocoon comes all the way under the under blanket as well as this hammock, you know, I think maybe it'll be alright just to use like that, and I may even pack it all the way like that as well, the whole hammock. So I don't know whether to use it as an over quilt or not, this, or use it, because I usually take my wool blanket with me and use that as an under quilt, use this as a top quilt, and I am really cosy all night. Haven't done it in sub-zero conditions or even mild conditions like it is now. Slips about a bit, this. It's going to take a lot of finessing, a lot of fiddling about. It's not too bad. Perhaps I'm being a little unfair on it. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. You know, I'm going to put the whole thing now inside my Cocoon System just to see how that fares. On top, quite high up here. Right, I'll check if my hammock gear is around my feet, which it is. Don't know what's going on here. There you are. I can just grab the hood section of my Cocoon System. Okay, it's going to take a bit of twiddling about before I get this system perfect. It's certainly no warmer or colder than my wool blanket system. It's a shame really, it's a lot lighter though. Like I said, it's going to need a lot of finessing, a lot of twiddling about, find out where all the hooks go and all the toddles. At the moment it seems to be hanging very low underneath the hammock. There's at least a fist size between my backside and the bottom of the under blanket, and I don't think it should be like that. I think it should be snug against you, and I've tried cinching up the cords and nothing's happening. It's going to take a lot of twiddling about, this one, but I'm not going to give up on it. It's not a bad little system just on its own really, but for that I'm only going to be using that system on its own like that about summer, autumn and spring. Well, I'm just coming back into the town where I live. As you can tell, it's very noisy on the main road. A bit of motorway going by here, and I've run out of memory card, so I'm having to come back. Anyway, I spy on my little eye something beginning with a pub. Okay, that's the end of my journey here, and I'm off for a birthday pint. Take care. And I'll see you next time. Thirsty.